Denisse, we're thrilled to have the Balboa Yacht Club in town today, this week. And I want to just get a sense of what you think the whole experience has been. I don't know if you've been before to Ensenada or the wine country.
Right.
And it would be nice to hear what your thoughts are.
Yeah, this was actually our first time. My husband and I came down to Ensenada for the very first time. We've been to other places in Mexico, including Baja, etc., but we'd never been here. We'd heard wonderful things. And so we came down this week. We weren't sure what to expect, to be honest with you. And we have been incredibly surprised in a very positive way. We came down. We had no idea that the marina in the bay where we've been staying this week was so protected, such a beautiful, small, and we've been in a lot of marinas that can be enormous, and you can get lost on the docks, and you never know, how many other boats and what you're going to be dealing with. It's it's perfectly sized. It's not too small, it's not too big. The docks are incredibly well maintained, very clean, and I got to tell you, even coming from Southern California where we are, we're used to sometimes the docks are great and sometimes they're not. Docks were wonderful. Everything was clean and we always felt safe. You've got the gated docks, which made us feel good coming and going. We could leave the boat and not be worried about anybody coming along the docks who shouldn't be there. So we really, really enjoyed the marina in particular. It felt like a great place to park the boat. Everything's updated, everything's modern, so that part was wonderful. And that's not even talking about outside of just getting off the docks. We had no idea what to expect about the hotel. Honestly, we'd heard from friends that it was a great place to stay. We actually had friends that came with us with boats, as you know, as part of the yacht club, and we had members that came down on the train and met us here, and they actually stayed in the hotel, so we've spent some good time there. The folks that came down on the train said that they were sorry they were going back too soon because they were amazed at their rooms, amazed how when you walk in the room, and they described to me, I haven't even been into a room, but they described how you walk in and you've got your bedroom, you've got all your amenities, and then you walk into this great seating area where you can see the ocean and you can look out over the docks and the beautiful boats. So that was amazing. We have enjoyed, more than anything maybe, the food at the hotel. I know you hosted a great dinner for us up here on the sand last night. And I thanked you earlier, but I'll thank you again for bringing the moon. I know, you brought that full moon in for us. It was awesome. So we had a beautiful dinner. The food was amazing last night. Perfect tuna, which is hard for us to find anywhere, but it was perfect. And the wine pairings, we got a taste of the wines. As you know, we'd gone into the Guadalupe Valley the day before and tasted at several of the wineries, and there are so many. My husband and I are saying we've got to come back several times in order to hit as many of them as we can. But thank you for bringing some of them in for dinner last night. That was spectacular.
Yeah, the main idea was to give you different, to taste the variety of the wines. Not necessarily the ones you visited on Tuesday when you went. There are other wines that we have here in our wine cellar, and so that was one of the objectives that we wanted for you to experience.
Right.
And everything that you ate yesterday in the dinner is totally fresh, from here. The tuna and everything, from the earth, from the ocean, and and even the lamb, which the lamb was the first entry.
But all of that was spectacular, but I got to remind you, the next time I come, I want that dessert, that corn, amazing sweet corn dessert. I don't even know what to call that, but it was heaven in a dish. So I won't ask you for the recipe, I'll just make sure I come back, and I want to be sure I get that several times.
Of course, we have it in the menu, and it's the cornbread, but it's totally different from what you have in the States. It's totally, a recipe from our chef here. So we'll see if we still have some of those pieces so you can take back home, huh?
Oh, well, that would be good. I would love that. And I will thank you again for the wines because I'm not much of a wine connoisseur. I know what I like, but my husband is a little bit picky. And so when we decided to go wine tasting, I wasn't so sure. You know, he gets a little snooty about his Napa or his Sonoma or, you know, is it California, is it French? And again, we didn't quite know what to expect. And so, you know, we tasted some great wines out in the valley, and you know, you always find some you love. But last night, I think he was savoring each and every glass that we had. So that was kind of nice because I didn't have to listen to the kibitzing about whether or not it was his, you know, this was good or that was good. It was all great. So I think he took some pictures of some of the labels so that next time we come, we can go to those wineries in particular.
Perfect. Well, we'll really appreciate your time, and we hope to see you next year again with, you know, the Balboa Yacht Club cruise to Ensenada.
We will, and you know what? We're bringing home lots of pictures, and we took pictures of food and things because we actually think we may come down with twice as many people next year after they see what we all had. So
We love it.
thank you very much.
We'll be waiting here with open arms.
All right.
Thank you, Denise.
You're welcome. Thanks.